Hi everybody, Game Cooker US Rocks VR here. How y'all doing? Um, Today I'm going to be looking at the new Nvidia app, which is in beta. It's supposed to, I guess, replace GeForce Experience and maybe the control panel. Although I don't really see them changing the control panel, but who knows? Um, anyway, so here's the app. You download it, and this is what you get. So at the home screen, you get like your games list here. Then Nvidia has some free apps you can download here. GeForce Now to stream gaming. You know, if you want to stream your games to like a junky laptop or something, you can get GeForce Now and do that. Broadcast is basically what I'm using to make my record my video here, like um to capture with my camera so that you can see me, you know, over top of everything that's in the on the screen here. Omniverse, that's just like basically for creative people to go on the cloud and get a bunch of tools and apps and stuff. Canvas is like a you basically just draw like a picture of, like, say you just like scribble a mountain with a stream, maybe draw some crude trees, and then tell the AI to make a picture out of that, and it'll like render a scene based on what you drew. iCat, you can basically just compare two pictures side by side or two videos, and then just, you know, you can render it so that you have like a short video or slideshow. Frame view is what you see back here with the FPS and all that stuff, so that's free. So the next tab up here on the left, you see the drivers. That's where you download your drivers. So there's a new driver apparently, which I need to install, but I'm not going to do that right now. This is basically your graphics settings. So you can obviously set your own graphics settings in the game, but here, if you want Nvidia to do it, you just go over here, click Optimize, start the game, and this is what your settings should be looking like in the game. Sometimes, if you didn't start up the game yet and play, it'll tell you unable to retrieve current values. Starting and closing the game or app might fix the problem. So you just, like here, Final Fantasy 15, just fire it up, shut it down, and then Nvidia will detect it, and it should have a bunch of settings here. Okay, so any game that you played already, it probably is going to have, like, you know, already a bunch of settings. If you got any rewards through Nvidia, you can redeem them here, but you need to log in for that, just know that. And then this is just your basic system setup here. Windows 11, 4090, Intel 13700K, 64 gigs of RAM, blah blah blah. So that's basically that. Okay, so there's another aspect to this, which I will show you in a second. Let me just close this, minimize this. Now, it was giving me a bit of a problem. Give me a sec. For some reason, it shut my thing off here. Why? That's strange. Why does it keep doing that? It keeps shutting my display off. Okay, so yeah, it keeps like, give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. Wow. I don't know what OBS is doing to me. Anyway, so I'm getting back in. It's gonna flicker when I go back in. So I'm trying to do like a side-by-side. It's not exactly easy. But we're gonna change some colors here. Now the game itself is kind of green. At least that's what it looks like to me. there's like a mist in this particular area. Now I might go to a different area to show you like what it looks like elsewhere. So you hit Alt Z, and then you'll come up with the thing here. Let me try to get like a better. It's kind of hard because it gets in the way. Um, Alright, so if you hit Alt Z now, now it's going to be a little hard to tell like what I'm doing here. If you look to the right of the other, like on the right side, like I'm going to be changing the graphics in the left side here where the panel is coming out, right? So again, it's going to be a little, you just got to kind of take notice. And on the right is going to be the regular, okay? So basically what you do is you click on game filter here. Now I can't, the vibrance isn't working. It keeps telling me I have to restart the game, and I keep doing that and it just is not working. So unfortunately I can't do that. And that's one of my best settings that I love, so. But you can do like brightness contrast. Let's do color here. Color. We're gonna do details. You can do special effects. Alright, so let's put all this stuff to default here. Because it's like automatic or something, I don't know why. Alright, so I don't know why it's like so dark now, but anyway. Maybe that was just what the default setting was or something. Color, we're gonna put that all the way down too. I don't know again why it's so far down. Oh, I see, because it's at 0. Like I have to keep it at 0, I guess. 0 would probably be what the game is, I presume. Same with the details. Oh yeah, that's why it was 0. I guess I gotta put that at 0. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. And then of course, you know, same thing here, brightness, contrast. Put that down. It probably puts it on like the settings it feels is the best, because remember this is AI, you know, enhanced per se. Alright, so let me just slide this over a little bit more. And then I'm gonna move this over a little bit more so you can see. Okay. Yeah, so that should be better. Okay, so that way at least we'll be able to see something. Alright, so the game filters are up here, right? So if you do like special effects, you can change like a retro look, a sketch look, halftone, sepia, right? So that's pretty self-explanatory. Color, same thing. You can change the tint, which that's not changing very much here. Like here, you can see the difference. So the right would be default, right? Temperature. Again, we'll put it back to 0. And you can just type in 0. Oops. Right. Vibrance. You can put there, see vibrance. Now the one I like a lot is the, and then of course brightness and contrast, exposure. So if you need your games to be a little brighter, contrast, highlights, shadows, gamma, And this is great for people who have like not great monitors, or the video card might be not the greatest, so it doesn't have the best coloring, or your eyesight, if you need it for particular eyesight issues. So details is the one I like a lot, right? Because you can do clarity, as you can see here. It's a lot fuzzier there, a lot sharper there, right? You can see the difference. Okay. And then HDR toning, you can make it brighter, and of course the colors will pop out more as well. Bloom if you like bloom. I'm not a big bloom fan. And then sharpen. Sharpen's pretty nice. As you can see, it's sharpening the fence and the boards. So you can do clarity, right? You can see the clarity. You can turn that all the way up and still turn up more sharpening. So that could be like really heavy duty sharpening. But that's going to look kind of like like a kind of like a drawing or painting type thing, right? So I'm going to go a little closer now to the thing here so we can see the sharpening. Alright, I'm going to try to get like right there. A little bit further. It's kind of hard because the character jumps so much. Yeah, like that's good right there. So let me move this other screen here. Let me get this a little closer. I gotta get it kind of like on par with where this one is here. Okay, so you can kind of get an idea. It's not going to be perfectly lined up, but again, the right side is just like the default, so that way you can kind of, get an idea of like just what the default looks like, that's all. Okay, now we're back here. Alright. So, I guess I'm close enough here. So if we open this up, which I didn't wish it came out so far. Now if we go down to, and all these you can take out just by highlighting. If you hit Control Highlight, remove all those filters. And then I like the Sharpen Plus is nice. Of course, we're going to put everything back to 0, right? So Sharpen Plus is a pretty nice one. As you can see, like, it sharpens the picture again. You can also sharpen the textures, which is pretty interesting. You can see that, right? So you can do texture detail plus an extra sharpening. Right? Of course, that's going to be kind of overkill. So you can see it's blurry on the default, right? So this one's really nice to use with the clarity, or excuse me, with the detail one. So if you do detail, again, they always kind of enable it. So let's just put these back to 0. We don't like the bloom. I don't know why they like bloom. Alright, so you can do texture detail. So you can do like texture detail up, right? See, the textures are up. And then you can do this, but if you do just texture detail up and go up to the details and hit clarity, then you can kind of get a little extra, right? And then if you want to put the HDR toning up, you can get it like a deeper color along with it. Or less if you don't want as much pop out with the color. It kind of helps too with the shading. Like if you notice the shadow, like right here. Like if you notice if I turn this up, the shadow will turn green with the environment. So sometimes people don't like that kind of bleed, right? So you can kind of like make it a little more realistic by turning the toning down depending on your monitor, right, and your settings, right? So then you can go ahead and do the brightness here, brightness contrast, right? Let's turn all this down. Right, so now you can adjust it even more by either turning up the exposure if you like it more like bright outside. But you can see that shadow hasn't changed a whole lot. So you can turn the exposure up a little. If you like your contrast deeper, you can, you know, turn the highlights up if you want. Gamma if you want, right? If you want it even a little bit more bright. Shadows. See the shadows you can make even deeper. See, so then if we go out, now you can see that everything is really highly, like the sharpening is like totally outrageous. Now I don't know, like if we look at these cars here, and I go to the other screen, let me go over to the cars here, where are the cars? Um, let's see, which one are we at here? This one, yeah, so. I don't know why this one has a different field of view than the other one. It doesn't make any sense. I'm thinking because of must be the resolution of the monitor. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But if you look at the back of the car here, and I go over to here, I'll try to get the same basic perspective, right? You can see the, like the dirt. You know, you can see the detail, right, is really popping out here. Again, you know, some might say, well, it's too much. And I hear you. But again, this is just demonstration, right? It's just to show, like, you can make, like, so much more detail. I'll go to the other one with this one, too. And I just think Nvidia does this very well. I mean, I'm sure AMD has their solution or whatever, but let's see. I don't know why. Well, there is no bushes, unfortunately. So it looks like so you can see, like, the one on the left, right, overall just looks better. You know what I mean? Like the one on the right, of course, you know, you can't, it doesn't render the same FOV for some strange reason. Like I said, I'm not sure why. But again, you can see there's more detail. Like even if we go up to like this thing, right? If we go up here, and if we go to this thing here, again, it's not perfect, but best I can do. All right, so you can see like the difference, like the ground, the shadowing, the fence, right? I mean, the quality of the picture is just so much better. And even if we turn to this sign, right? The sign here. Right? Like look at how much better it is. And the one on the right, believe it or not, that's the default. Like that's with ultra graphics and everything. And the settings are exactly the same. Alright, because it's using the same save file and everything, so. Again, you can see here, especially. Like, let me go like right there. Yeah, this would probably be good right there. So if we can get that perspective. Yeah, again, it's going to be kind of hard because the character moves so much. But I mean, you get the idea. I mean, you can see the difference. It's very, very noticeable. You know, so you can see like the detail on the board, you know, the plywood, the detail on the bushes in the background, the mud, you know, like everything, you know, you can see the board there, the mud, you know, the bushes back there, you know. So yeah, so it's useful. Again, you can tweak it to, you know, obviously I have it a little overkill, I think. But I'm just, again, this is just demonstration. So if we look at the bushes here, I don't know if the other one has the bushes. Let's see. Let's see if the other one has the bushes. Yeah, it's not exactly the same. But I guess we can kind of get... I can probably change... I can probably just focus on this like red one here. Over in this video. So if we focus on this one here, you know, it's again not exactly the same, but I mean you can see the difference quite a bit, you know. So yeah, so let me go to a different area. I'm gonna go to a different area. I'm gonna pause it. We're gonna go to a try to find something that's less misty. Okay, we're in Oasis now. A little camp, town, whatever you want to say. So you can see again the game is slightly different because, you know, the it renders a different like different stuff in the game each time you kind of come in. So, but nonetheless, if you open up the thing here, I was trying to hope to get like this shadowing part here, but the Nvidia thing always covers everything up. So you can kind of see the guy there. So I took out all the filters. So this is, both of these screens are native. Basically, I don't know why there's a chromatic aberration on the other side here. There's not supposed to be. Oh, fidelity sharpening is on, that's why. Depth of field is on, so that's another thing I want off. Okay. Alright. Let me make sure that's all off on here too. I don't know why that comes on automatically. I hate it. Alright, good. Hopefully that's... Alright, there we go. Okay. Now it's a little bit closer to what it should be. Again, not going to be perfectly the same here, but again, the textures are the same, so that's what's going to matter. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to let Nvidia do whatever it wants to do, right? So it changes, it decides for itself what it wants to do. Now, I don't know if that's AI doing that, or if it's just like a preset, you know, based on their previous testing of games. So I'm just going to put some filters in, right? So I'm going to put brightness contrast. I'm going to put details. The vibrance I don't think works. Yeah, that's not working. I don't know why that doesn't want to work. It says keep restarting the game, but that's probably because they got two games running, so it doesn't know exactly what to do there. What else could we do here? I don't know what special effects are, but let's click that. Oh, that's way different. And then let's do sharpen plus, and then let's see what the difference is. Wow. Quite a difference. Right? So everything's really standing out in here. It's a little overly sharpened, as you can see. Now if we go over to, like, say, to a less bright area.
How's it going?
It's kind of hard for me to see here.
Oh, hello. Are you a superstitious person?
Hey, there, later. Talk to you later. Isn't there anywhere to go inside here? I guess not. I guess every place is gonna be dark. Let's see what's up here. This is gonna have a lot of lens flare going on.
Hey, how's it going?
Like here's a nice spot probably.
Hello?
Hey buddy. Yeah, there's really no place to go in this place. It's just all shops.
Don't be alarmed. We're open for business.
Now like I said, the FOV is pretty nuts in this one here. I don't know why. Where's the FOV? Oh, right here. So if we turn this down to 90, she's a little less distorted, but I don't have as much view. Boy, this is a really small shop. So if we let's see what Nvidia does with this thing. So we're gonna kind of have it like this. Then I'm gonna go back over here. Right, I'm gonna take out all the filters. Boom, boom, boom. I don't think we're gonna do special effects. So now we're back. You can see there's like a... Again, I don't know why there's so much bloom. think there's bloom in there, is there? I don't see any bloom here. Huh. Yeah, they like have an automatic bloom. Now where the heck am I? In here? Ah, oh boy.
Don't be alarmed.
I need to turn the HUD off. I thought I had the HUD off. Off, there we go.
Hey,
We don't want to
customer
see any symbols. Alright, so let's see here. So I guess we'll have to have it like this. So if we open up this again. Actually, let me... Is it? Oh, is that bigger? Maybe that's what I did with this one. No, it's the same size. Huh. So let me pull this over a little bit more. Then I'm gonna try to kind of have it like that. Still looks like she's closer. Yeah, so let's see what Nvidia does here with this. So we're gonna let it do it automatically. So we're gonna brightness contrast. We're gonna do details. Boy, it really loves that extra sharpening, doesn't it? And then we're gonna do color. And then we're gonna do sharpen plus. Alright, so there we go. So that's what it looks like. I can't help that it blinks, it's just the way it does it. So you can see here. Quite a big difference there, right? Quite a lot more detail too. Like if you go there, pots here. It's brighter, more vibrant. Now there's no shadows in here. Not really, I don't see any shadows. A little bit there. I wonder if I could, since it brightened it up so much, did it get rid of the shadows? Well, here's shadows here. I would like to see what the shadows look like out here. Let me come outside. Let's go outside. Yeah, so you can see here. I mean, to be honest, it actually looks better. I don't know if you could tell in the video itself, but I like the white. Sand. I guess that's the color it's supposed to be. Like Nvidia is, it's got a little bit of a purple hue to it, but I kind of like the way it looks actually. I like the I mean, you could see that you still have the brown sand out here. You know, see? But I like that white, the white sand, like it says, almost like a salty kind of covering, you know? Like that mineral salt, which kind of makes sense. So to be honest with you, I mean, I probably would play like this, because it actually looks pretty good. I mean, maybe turn down the sharpening just a little, but actually it seems like Nvidia got the coloring pretty nice. So let me come out here and see if I can find this bush so we can compare. Alright, where am I at here? I'm over here somewhere. Probably this bush here. Okay, yeah, so it's not quite the same, but you get the idea. We're kind of looking at the same thing there. So you can see the difference here. So I mean, the auto color and sharpening actually does pretty good. I mean, look at the textures really stand out, you know. Again, yes, you can turn the sharpening down just a little. Let me actually bring this one over. Let me bring this over a little bit more. And then let me move this over. See, I don't know why the FOV is different. Let's get this kind of view. Let's get this view here like this. So you can see the textures on the ground. Oop, wrong one. Again, I'm sure there's going to be people on here that say, well, you could do that anyway, like you could do that with AMD. Well, whatever, that's fine. Nobody's contesting that. But I'm just basically looking at yeah, so it's in a different position here. I can't really get the same exact position. But again, you can see the textures on the ground here compared to the textures over here. Right? Quite different. So I think Nvidia did, you know, it does a good job doing the auto settings, right? So, let me go ahead and get this up again. And then what we're going to do is turn down the okay, that's not really too bad. Like, that's not really changing too much. My guess is it's the clarity, the details one. It's not really that bad, actually. I mean, it actually looks pretty good the way they have it. I don't like the blue. So the HDR toning, again, that kind of shows everything probably more in its proper context, right? So if you look at the city here, quite a difference. I mean, the detail is quite amazing, the difference. So if you look at this like thing over here, like if you look at that, right, and I go over here and look at that. Oh, what happened? It didn't change. What's going on here? Something happened here. It didn't change for some reason. There we go. Alright, so again, if you go... So there's like a bloom, I guess, when you're off in the distance, I guess. I mean, everything just looks better. Again, I don't know how it's going to look in the video. But I mean, that's quite a difference. You know? The coloring's better, the lighting's better, I mean, the sky color's better. It's a really nice thing to have, you know, to enhance your gaming experience, right? So if we turn around and look at the sun, here comes the sun. Da-da-da-da. Here comes the sun. So the sun is like more natural, right? Because you really shouldn't be able to like see the sun when you're looking at it. Right? It's just supposed to be like glaring like that. Again, let's look at some shadowing here. Let's see if we can find something that's shadowing pretty nicely like that. Yeah. In fact, let's go to the let's see here. Let's look in the doorway like that. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's really weird how much of a difference that is. And again, you could do this maybe in other places with AMD or maybe in your Windows, I don't know, but you know, this seems like it's doing quite well. And I mean, the coloring seems to be okay. You know, you can see this kind of red paint, the rust of the tire irons there. Seem to be proper color. I mean, it just seems like the default game, like everything's got like this kind of weird color to it. You know? But I think I like this better. On the left. Again, you could probably turn down the sharpening just a tad bit more, maybe. I mean, it's up pretty high. See, clarity kind of makes it clearer. Sharpening, you just turn it down to soften it just a little bit. Sharpen plus. Again, if you don't like it so sharp, you can kind of turn it down. Color, not really sure about the tint here. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, the tint. So that's why it was changing the tint, because it was trying to get a proper color. You can do vibrance too here, which is nice. If you really like vibrance. I like it slight vibrance. So if we go over to the other one, again, you can see the difference. Right? So this is not as sharp now. I would say this is perfect. Very good. Check this thing out. Where was that thing? Maybe there isn't the same thing. Maybe it doesn't have one. Huh. I don't see one. Shoot me? Why? Yeah, so if we go over here, might be able to see something different. Wow. Can't go in any of these buildings. That's pretty crazy, right? Okay. So the, wait, oh, here. I think it's this one. Does the building even look the same? I wonder if the buildings are different. Let's see. Oh no, okay, they're the same. So you can see here, I don't know. We'll it'll look like that way, I guess. And then we'll go over here. This isn't too much different. Alright, so the one on the right looks a little bit darker. Again, you can probably make the sand a little bit more less white, but sand is white. Like there's, you know, it does have it seems like the white is what looks best. Like you can make it slightly a little more brown, like a little more that color. Right? Turn the vibrance down or up, right? So I mean, you could have the sand a little bit more a shade of whatever, brown. But I think what they were trying to go for was the sunlight, which obviously is not accurate. I don't even know if they have real-time shadowing. Well, I mean, I know they have real-time shadowing on the character, I think. Although I don't see any shadows. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it all works. Like it seems like there's real-time shadowing there. Wow, that's a lot of let's see what it looks like on the other screen here. Where did I go now? I don't know. Yeah, drastic difference you can see. Like look at this way the sun looks there now, whereas before it had like kind of a yellowish, you know, a yellowish kind of hue going on here. So yeah, so you can see the difference here. Look at that. Quite a big difference. Like that's what it looks like looking at the sun. Much more natural looking. Well, anyway, that's it. That's all I got to show. Yeah, so check out the Nvidia app, check out the color features and whatnot. So you can kind of see if you can make your game look a lot better. You know, you can see here the difference. Even the color of the clouds there, even though there's less clouds on the right side. Even the clouds are like got that, the sun's kind of reflecting off the clouds, or it gives that appearance anyway. Yeah. I like the color settings in the Nvidia, definitely. Alright guys, like, sub, share, you know, support the channel if you want. Thanks for stopping by, love y'all, have a great day, peace.